You know, with the controversy surrounding the live-action Avatar series, despite it looking good, I'd rather talk about what came before, which is this wonderful animated series that has ever graced Nickelodeon. A show that is going to withstand the test of time for decades, dare I say, generations even. I did not grow up with Avatar, but after years of hearing nothing but praises, I finally got around to it in my early 20s. And let me tell you, I am so happy I eventually got around to it, because this is a show with so much depth and nuance. A show that is not afraid to be silly, but at the same time is really not afraid to get down and dirty, especially everything with Zuko. The story of Aang running away from responsibility of being the Avatar to try and enjoy being a kid a little bit longer was heartbreaking, but at the same time relatable. And then to see him finally take on the Fire Lord, which the entire series was building up towards, was exciting, especially when Aang has to make a specific choice on whether or not to kill the Fire Lord, which goes against his entire moral code, which I think I should make a video about that, because that in itself has so much layers and so many things to talk about. I would love nothing more than talk about every single character, like Sokka, Katara, Toph, Suki, but one I cannot wait to talk about, and mostly talk about, is Zuko. Zuko steals the show. For a lot of people, Vegeta steals the show for Dragon Ball because of the moral complexity. He starts out selfish, more out for himself, and have a more stoic nature. But over time, they grow more as a person. And I love these types of characters, and I love Vegeta. But Goku was always my main focus. He's my favorite Dragon Ball character. I always love the positive energy that he always gives. In a similar fashion, I'm more of a Luke Skywalker guy than a Han Solo guy, and I love Han Solo, but I just gravitate to Luke more. In this case with Avatar, I couldn't stop thinking about Zuko, and dare I say, I believe his story was better than Aang's story. And not just because his angst and his questioning of honor, wanting to please his father, but then later realizes that's tearing him apart because that's not who he is. It's also because his beautiful relationship with his Uncle Iroh. Their relationship has so much heart. Seeing Uncle Iroh being this positive influence, showing Zuko nothing but love and wisdom, and something that I love more than seeing Zuko hunting down Aang the Avatar, which was a lot of fun. What I love even more was their friendship in the end. Zuko's rivalry with Azula. Oh man, Azula is one of the most nefarious characters I've ever seen. She's even more nefarious and more evil than her own fucking dad, who's supposed to be the main villain. Something that I love about Azula is her savagery. Oh man, Grey DeLeslie crushes it as Azula. The more evil, the more crazy Azula gets, the more fun she is. I also love that how detached she is from humanity, besides her spoiled rich kid nature, even sometimes showing the lack of poor social skills, which can lead to some hilarious moments. I could go on and on about how wonderful the series is. Nothing will ever take away or change the fact that this show, I don't like saying this word often because I think it should be reserved for special types of media, but for this show, the more I think about it, the more I talk about it, the more I watch it, I will say that I believe this show is a masterpiece. And I can't stress this enough that I don't use this word lightly. But for Avatar: The Last Airbender, I am more than happy to say that it is.